More modern audience slop. Who would have expected?
Hey, what's up, guys? Rick here. So today we're going to be talking about one of the fastest downfalls in gaming history. We're going to be talking about Godot Engine, a free open source game engine that saw its downfall largely because of the social media posts of its community manager as well as some of its moderators. Now, this is
It's always the mods and community managers and CEOs. You gotta love it.
really breach containment. Dozens of YouTubers are talking about Godot Engine, including Asmongold, which will be relevant for later in this video.
Wow, that is a picture and a half. This says more than 1,000 words, okay? Wow, and I don't want to hear any of them.
Now, what went wrong in this situation? Well, it all stems from a very ill-fated tweet right here where they said, apparently game engines are woke now. Well then, we won't complain, rainbow emoji. Show us your hashtag WokeItGames below. So this is a really bad tweet for a lot of reasons. Besides the fact it's embracing wokeness, this is a very political.
Besides the fact that this is just, well, super cringe in general, this doesn't even need to embrace wokeness. This is just beyond cringe.
And divisive tweet. I don't care if you like it or dislike it, you have to acknowledge it's divisive. When your content or your brand has nothing to do with politics, you gain nothing by making tweets like this. You only divide your potential audience. Okay, so
Yep, something that for some reason a lot of people are incapable of understanding. Strange.
with this, you're not only dividing people, but also you're embracing woke culture, which I don't know if Godot Engine's been paying attention the last couple of weeks and months, but anything in the gaming industry associated with wokeness is failing really hard. And this tweet was made by their community manager, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Basically, it boils down to this. It's like the burgers meme, right? It's like, are you selling me a game engine or are you selling me a political agenda?
I love that meme so much.
So they made a lot of mistakes. The community manager who runs this account made a lot of mistakes, beginning with hiding hundreds of replies on related tweets, which is always a mistake, right? When you hide replies, you're not only showing people that these particular responses bother you, you're also making a nice curated separate tab showing all of these tweets and replies that you're hiding. It's basically like a jumbotron for all of the tweets that got under your skin.
Ah, I did not know Twitter works like that.
And another mistake, a classic mistake with people in this situation, they started going on a blocking spree. The community manager running the Godot account here starts blocking everyone, not just people making fun of them, but people giving them very mild and fair criticism for their posts. Here's an example of that. So responding to the original post, this user said, can you focus on fixing / supporting bitmap fonts to properly import into your engine first instead of doing all this sort of thing? It's delaying my project a lot, having to try to bug fix this with little documentation you have for this. So basically this person's saying, I'm using your engine, it's having issues, you're
And they got blocked. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the travesty. That is hilarious. Hey, can you stop being political and actually do the thing you're actually supposed to do? Blocked. That just tells you everything you need to know. Politics and virtue signaling first. Actually doing whatever the hell a game engine is supposed to do. Probably like 7th or 8th, maybe 9th.
hurting my bottom line. Can you please focus on fixing these issues instead of going out and making divisive tweets like this for no reason? And what was the response? Well, this individual was blocked by the official account. Here's an even more crazy example. So this individual named Starkium with the @LifeArtStudios says this: I have been blocked. Guess what? I'm a titanium level backer for the Godot fund. Guess what my next move is? And you can see the response to the original post. Even more simple. It's 7 words saying focus on the engine and not politics. And
what do you not know this? When you're supporting a game engine, you're supporting politics. How do these people not know this? Obviously, they go hand in hand. Oh, wait, they don't? That's strange. Did someone try telling them this?
And how would the Godot engine account respond to that? Blocking this individual. Big mistake, by the way, because this person, as they demonstrate, is a titanium level supporter of their company. So
Which I don't understand is better or worse than Diamond, considering Diamond has less people in it, so I'm not sure about the tiering here. Is Titanium good or worse? Worse?
this is someone who is substantially supporting them financially, right? This is someone who's giving a lot of money to support this whole project, and they just got blocked over a simple response on Twitter. And this individual, this Stark person, would say, well, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to go on to the Discord, the related Discord server, and I'm going to reach out. And you can see on Discord with their screenshot, they tag someone named Nat, who is a community manager. And this is the person a lot of people have been talking about, including Asmon,
She, they. Oh, that's worse than she, her. Oh!
and we'll revisit this a couple
Obnoxiously queer, yeah. We can tell. You don't need to highlight that. We can tell.
times in this video, but this is the individual, the community manager who is running the Godot engine account on Twitter. And just looking at their bio, like, it adds up, right?
Sad.
It all tracks. Like, it makes sense. This person is going crazy with this woke stuff. But anyways, the Stark individual would continue, and they would get a response from a different person, a moderator from the Discord server.
Pepperjack. Oh, that doesn't sound a lot better.
And this would happen after they were timed out, because initially they were timed out for trying to raise this issue in the Discord server where they had to reach out to this moderator named Paperjack in private. And this was the response. So Stark says, an hour? Really? Sorry, man. But I didn't see your post. I was replying to people in order. Where the moderator says, I hope you understand why I had to take action. The discussion was escalating and soon I would have had to take more drastic action. Honestly, it felt like you were probing the rules and trying to get a reaction out of people.
Probing the rules. Oh, yeah. Because you see, for normal people, this is but a slight, small thing, you know, when it happens. But for these people, this is worse than war. This is the apocalypse. This is 10 minutes left to live.
Some kind of misguided, I'll get them libs kind of attitude. 1 hour is enough for heads to cool down and make you reflect on why you were trying to do that. The narcissism. Can you believe this? This person is someone who has financially supported Godot Engine, and they get blocked, and they try to reach out politely on the Discord server, and a moderator times them out and says that basically you have this misguided, I'll get them libs attitude, and that you need to sit in timeout and...
Wait, what was even the thing? Was there a different message, or is this just the same stuff from here? Because, man, that's wild.
Think about what you've done. So I also want to state the obvious here. Like, this person is being hit with mild criticism, and they immediately think that is something like, I'll get them libs. So apparently
well, mild criticism doesn't exist in their world. It's either do or die, pretty much. So everything that starts with a no is probably a very, very, very big attack for them.
asking questions is a I'll get them libs attitude, which is pretty funny. But things would get worse on social media. At that point in time, the blocking spree would get out of hand. Hundreds of users getting blocked by the Twitter account. You can see this user archiving some of them, including people who are members of the gaming industry, some game developers who were getting blocked for questioning some of these tweets and decisions. But they would even go further. So apparently Godot Engine and some of the people behind it would even block people on GitHub. So basically they're trying to remove their access to this gaming engine, which is absolutely insane. This is all over criticism.
Wait, so this is a free game engine that everyone can use, but you can't because we don't like you?
On Twitter over a tweet that their account did not have to make, a very divisive one that's really caused all of these issues and the domino effect of problems that stem from it. But going further, you can see this person, Mezugaki Archive, great name by the way. They say Godot Engine Discord mod replies to the drama. And as you can guess, they blame the chuds for everything. So it gets even worse in the Discord server.
Classic.
So this individual we now have named
He, him in the bio. Oh no, he, him in the name. That's worse than in the bio. Oh my.
Xananax. So I almost confused him with the original community manager from Twitter, but this is one time pronouns have been useful because the other person was a they, them. This is a he, him. So two different people here, at least from my understanding, but they write this long post talking about everything going on. So they say, the drama isn't created by Godot. We just made a nice tweet to surface cool indie gamers. The drama is
Surface cool indie gamers. That's not even a sentence.
Created by reactionary, insecure cowards who have nothing better to do in their day than to shit on something they are unconcerned with. They even feel persecuted because other people exist and are visible. These people's cowardice and
Hell yeah. I mean, as long as we stop the other people, I'm fine with that.
small-mindedness is a danger to everyone. They're the filth of humanity, and banning them is kindness to everyone, including themselves. That way they can continue to pretend the world is made only of cowards like them and not be subjected to people that are different. The projection is out of this world. They were talking.
The irony here, of course, is that these people are claiming the other group doesn't want to interact with them, but that group is not, banning them and blocking them. This group is. So this group wants a world where no one but the people they want can talk to them. The irony is always beautiful, ain't it?
Talking about cowardice while blocking anyone who dares to criticize them, and they talk about people not being open-minded and being closed off to other opinions while they're blocking anyone with a different opinion. It's absolutely insane. But this individual will continue saying stuff like this. You have no right of speech here because I consider your speech to be toxic vomit. If you think inviting queer people to share their games is politics, you're a toxic piece of F, an evil human.
Well, of course it's politics. What do you mean? If you say queer people, that's politics in itself. You just say people if you don't want to be political.
And I want you to feel disrespected and to F off as fast as you can. Yes, this is all defending a terrible tweet that was made on their official account. Now, of course, who is this individual, right? You can see they have the moderator role in the related Discord server, and a lot of people were sharing some of their classics, their hit Discord messages here. I probably just have to straight up censor this whole thing because it gets.
Does it involve children? It typically does.
Way too much for YouTube here. But basically, you can find this tweet for yourself and other people archiving some tweets from this moderator. But what I'm looking at right here is about 6 different examples of them saying the N-word with the hard R. And they're directing it at multiple racial groups here. Like they're attacking a whole bunch of different racial groups with these tweets. I mean,
that is so funny. That is so good. Man, if there's one thing these people don't fail at, it's being fucking insane. And that is hilarious. I mean, make your shitty products and then watch them burn because you're lunatics. I mean, I have absolutely no problem with that.
I mean, like I said, I can't even really show this on YouTube, even censored, because it's crazy. So this person really loves the N-word and has been using it regularly for quite some time now, and a lot of people see that and say, wow, this is the person virtue signaling.
What if they're trans black in real life? What then?
Me about criticizing their tweet about embracing wokeness. Like, how ironic is that? But you can see Vera Dark here. She would grab some more screenshots from the related Discord server, and it only gets worse with this Xananax person. So here's a conversation where they say, there's no ambiguity, by the way. Anyone who speaks against this needs to be banned immediately. May they be good people? Maybe. May they be redeemed and learned? Sure, it's possible. They can do so on their own time and come back once they know better. In the meantime, they're toxic weeds and need to be removed. So basically they're saying that people who criticize Godot Engine in their tweets, they need to be re-educated and basically adapted to go back into society and this very established.
These are the same people who wanted to execute people during, the illness of no origin, when some people refused to wear masks. There were people like this out and demanding the forceful execution of anyone who does not do it, and they were not kidding. Ah, man. Good times.
Server where apparently you have to be a very distinguished and cultured person to understand the lessons they're trying to teach here. But they go on to say, we don't want them in this community, referring to people criticizing them. And they go on to say, anyone who opens their mouth about why Godot woke can F off to the end of the universe and then F off some more. Blocking immediate and complete 100% agree. They continue on by referring to their critics as cockroaches. They say removing cockroaches from the community is making Godot good. And they further say, no, it's the utmost productive. Let the FOs that hold society back be shunned everywhere. Ain't no time for them. Let them get effed. So they are calling people cockroaches and saying they need to be shunned by society.
Well, at least they're not using the N-word. Not that I would honestly care at this point at all about these absolutely insane and blatantly demented individuals.
Because they criticized a game engine's tweets. That is unhinged. But it gets worse. This same moderator says whether they're using Godot or not is beyond the point either way. They're toxic, evil people, and they need to be weeded out like vermin. Yes, comparing people to vermin because they criticize tweets. But anyways, things would get worse, as you might expect. We now have the creator of Godot Engine here, Juan Linietsky, who has gone private as a result of this whole situation.
Doesn't look like a yuan.
On the one hand, I feel somewhat sorry for this individual because these aren't his responses that started this whole thing. It's community managers and moderators. But at the same point, you're responsible for the people working for you or working under your name or the name of your product. So I don't really feel too sorry for this individual because he's fostered people like this and allowed them into positions of authority.
He probably agrees with these views. That's the reality of it. There's no way. If he's the original creator, that means he fired the initial people. The initial people were like that because he allowed them to be like that, because he is like that. This is how these things work.
In his own community. So you can see one person here saying basically stay out of politics with your Godot Engine Twitter account, where the creator says, I don't know why you would expect everyone in the project to have some sort of unified political stance. There's plenty of people with very different views working together happily the way it should normally be. Now, here's the issue.
Now, that obviously seems like a blatant lie, because it seems like anyone who disagrees with those people cannot be allowed to work. So, it's most likely only people of that type working for Godot Engine. So, I need to say more honestly about that.
We're not hearing a wide spectrum of political beliefs. We're hearing one set, and it's people embracing wokeness and then dehumanizing and attacking anyone who dares to disagree with them. And yeah, I don't think anyone wants to even hear that in the first place when it comes to a game engine. Like, it's ridiculous. But he continued on to make another tweet saying, I deeply believe that any political discussion that puts labels to a group of people is one that should not have started. As most of the people in this planet, no matter their political compass, seems to strongly disagree with me, I just prefer to stay entirely out of politics. Well, that's great for you, but unfortunately...
I don't know. This honestly seems like a lie. Considering everything that we have seen so far, it does for some reason seem like a lie, doesn't it? But maybe he just ignores it, and it happened, and everyone's keeping it hidden from him. Who knows? Probably completely impossible, considering he's most likely in the Discord. He most likely follows the engine tweet thing, you know. So this is just a lie.
People working in your name, the name of your product, are very political, and they are putting labels on people who have a certain set of political beliefs or simply disagree with them. Those labels include things like cockroaches and vermin. Like, it's really, really crazy. But let's go back to the community manager who made that initial tweet. They have responded to Asmongold in the most unhinged way possible. So this morning, just before recording this, I saw them...
I mean, responding to Asmongold, can we get a proof that you take showers next is reasonable. We kind of need proof.
Make a response saying, hey, at Asmongold, can we get proof that you too take showers next? With a selfie of them.
Also, the hell is on that head?
In the shower. Yeah,
Also, the level of disgusting I'm feeling right now is very, very hard to express in words.
I don't think I've ever used this phrase before on this channel, but like this is the woke mind virus in one screenshot here. Like this is everything going on with the Godot situation and wokeism as a whole. Like this is really just on character for the type of people saying all this unhinged stuff. But anyways, we would actually get a response from Godot Engine, and this would be retweeted by that community manager, where they say about the current situation. You can see that a very brave tweet with the replies turned off, of course. They start off by saying this: on Friday, we made a tweet that unexpectedly led to a wave of harassment directed at our staff and community.
Wave of harassment. It's over, boys. It's over. There's no saving them. They're not. This is already literally sentence one. I don't know, like the 10th word, and already they have firmly established themselves in the right, on the moral high ground, and that they have done nothing wrong, and they should not apologize for anything.
Community, we unequivocally condemn this abuse. The volume of negative engagement overwhelmed our moderation efforts. While attempting to protect the Godot community, we mistakenly blocked individuals who were not participating in the harassment. The Godot Foundation Board takes full responsibility for these moderation actions, yada, yada, yada.
Take responsibility by firing them.
Yada. So they are playing the victim.
But no, they're not gonna do that, because again, they did nothing wrong.
So they
Because
make...
how can you be wrong if you're the one being attacked? How? It's impossible.
a dumb...
There's an old saying here. They will yell in pain as they attack you.
divisive political tweet, and somehow they're the victims. Even after their community manager, their moderators go out and attack people, call them terrible things, somehow they're the victims in the situation. And curiously, they say they take full responsibility for these moderation actions. But in a second statement, they say this: our community moderator, Xanax, we strongly condemn the harmful language used by this moderator of the unofficial Godot-related Discord server. We want to clarify that Xanax is not hired by nor a spokesperson for the Godot Foundation, which is interesting because they take responsibility for the moderation efforts on Twitter, but they...
Yeah, what the hell? So they have a Discord, but the Discord's not officially there, so I don't get it.
They don't take responsibility for these moderation efforts. In fact, they completely dismiss anything that this person's doing. However, this person, as we've seen, is speaking what seems to be on behalf of the company and the community, and they even seem to have some sort of an authority, like they can block and unblock people. They can also seem like they can contact the Godot Foundation. Like they have some sort of authority. So just because they're on an unofficial Discord server where, of course, people go for their Godot-related issues, which sounds a lot more like an official server, but they're acting like this person just some...
Yeah, it definitely sounds like an official thing.
Rogue person they have no control over, when it seems like they have a role in their community that they have allowed for a long time. But overall, what a mess. I mean, literally in the course of 24 hours, they have lost any goodwill they have generated with this engine. And a lot of people were very interested in this game engine. They thought this was a good alternative to some of the existing game engines. And now they're like, whoa, these people are unhinged. I don't want to support them, number one. And number two, like, if these are the types of people surrounding...
Well, of course they don't want to support him. Okay, listen. You start using this engine, you make a game. Suddenly, 1 year later, congratulations, now you have to pay a white tax because you're white. And you made a game on it. And then you need to pay also reparations. Then you need to pay, I don't know, something else. Oh, Jesus, this would be amazing. Yeah, this is over. This is completely over. Well, rest in piss, what can I say? Bye. Oh, so this was Revs' Desu. Bye.